Since the last time you saw Merlin, he has progressed a lot. So he came here pretty disconnected from humans. He had a really hard time connecting with people because I feel he didn't realize that he could connect with people or converse with us or communicate with us at all. So since you saw him last, his connection to me is much stronger. Like, it's easier to handle him. He looks forward to hanging out with us now. It doesn't feel like he's just being forced to stand next to us because he has a halter and lead rope on. It feels like he wants to be around us. So that is huge. And I think that's the biggest part of his progression so far, is his want to be with us, or his want to stay communicating with us and stay in the conversation instead of just humans don't exist. So now we're focusing on all of his pre-saddle training just to make sure it's solid. So what that entails is a bunch of pre-flight checks to make sure he's comfortable with the saddle, he's comfortable with the girth, he's comfortable with all my equipment, because I'm over thorough and I want to be over safe, because my life depends on it when I'm putting rides on horses. I know he was already trained. I know he was already started. I know he's been, ridden quite a bit, like he's in his late teens. But for me personally, I need to make sure he understands everything and he's not fearful of any part of the process whatsoever. So that's what we're focusing on, is making sure he's fully accepting of the saddle. Today, Merlin was great with saddling. Today was the first time I had a saddle on him. He acted as if he's seen it a million times, but being a horse developer, that's how you should act when you saddle a horse for the first time. You should act like you've done it a million times with this horse. So his energy could have been because he was connected to me and feeding off me, which is great. And he acted like a partner throughout the whole thing. There were no red lights in his saddling or in any of the prep. There were a few caution lights when I took the saddle off, which was pretty interesting. And we worked through that at the end of our session. But for the saddling itself and accepting the saddle and being comfortable with it, he did great. So before I commit to riding Merlin, he still needs a little bit more focus on connecting with me as his partner and as his leader instead of looking to the herd of horses for an answer. When he gets upset or if he gets scared or if he gets concerned, he still has a big draw to the horses instead of a draw to me. So I want to make sure that's more solid before I put my butt in a saddle, just to make sure he's safe. And like, I know he's already been taught how to be ridden. I know he's already been started. I know he's been ridden for years and years, but for me, it's like my life is, at risk every single time I put, my body on top of a horse, every single time I put a ride on a horse. So I want to make sure he's a partner, he understands what I'm asking of him, and he looks to me for answers instead of anything else. So we're still focusing on that before I ride him. I don't think that's gonna take very long, to be quite honest, after our session today. So I'm really excited. Merlin is best suited for trail rides right now. Like, I feel like that is where he's going to excel at. He's very curious, he's very confident, he likes new situations. He's clearly not a jumper, being a gaited horse. He's a Tennessee walker. So once he finds comfort and confidence and relaxation and trust with a human, I feel that he will be a phenomenal trail horse for somebody, as long as they know how to connect with him and they know what's important to him. I feel he'll be a stellar trail horse for somebody. So the next stage in Merlin's development is more saddle time, more ride time with me, and also continuing his connection with humans and continuing helping him realize that we're not these slave masters that just make him do things. We are indeed partners that can communicate back and forth with him. So that's the next step in Mr. Merlin's development. I am looking forward to mostly getting to be able to ride a really nice gaited horse. Like, I don't spend a lot of time with gaited horses. As of those of you that follow me know that I have a big old warm blood and a little quarter horse. So the ability to develop a gaited horse is something that I really look forward to, and being able to ride him and help him realize that us humans are partners, not predators. So that's what I'm really looking forward to with Merlin, is just being able to enjoy him as an individual and help him enjoy me and enjoy humans in general.